Welcome to Kick on Sports. This is Coach Charles. Now, before I even ask you to subscribe to this channel, there's a group of players that we tend to forget. They're free agents. Lindelof is free. Partey is free. Calvin-Lewin is free. Walker Peters is free. Now, consider subscribing to this channel because we are going to explore this and I'll give you my best 11 of the free agents out there. Now, time is a master of everything, and this is what is happening to some of the best Premier League players, and their contracts are over. Their contracts are out, and their clubs need to let them go. And this is happening to so many good players who we've known for many years. They've played in our pitches, in our tellies, and we followed them quite often. But now it is time for them to move on, and this is basically a video on players whose transfer are out. These are free agents, so to speak. Now, there are a lot of them out here, but the ones that I'm going to focus on are players that we know every day. Now, Begovic at 37 years old, this is a player that is walking away from the game as a free agent. Hennessy is also another player who is also working as a free agent. Now, Fabianski played for Arsenal many years back. Now he's at West Ham. His days are numbered and he's 40 years old and he's a free agent. He's a player that sometimes just gives very great performances. Every other time that he's given an opportunity to play, he does his best. So this is Lucas Fabianski, of West Ham. Now, in defense, we have Keane at Everton, 32 years old. Victor Lindelof is leaving at 30. Damn, this guy is only 30. I thought he's like 34, 5, 6, But hey, Victor is leaving as a free agent. Then we have Kurt Zouma, former Chelsea player, now at West Ham. He's also leaving, still very young, 30 years old. Then there's Holgate, also from Everton, 28 years old. Then there's Ben Mee. Used to be a Manchester United Academy graduate, but now he's a free agent, Ben Mee. Then we have right backs. There's Tete at 29. There's Kyle Walker-Peters, 28. He's always looked as if he's so young, this Kyle Walker-Peters, but he's 28 years old, still very good. Then there's Kufol at West Ham, 32 years old. Semedo, Wolverhampton Wanderers. This is also another very good player, still very fit. Also a free agent at 31 years old. Still plays for Portugal, just to say a bit of him, because he's a player that still the country depends on him, and he was there in the game that they won recently with Portugal. So yeah, Semedo is still very good. Then there's Michel at Southampton, 25 years old. Woo, this guy is so young and he's played over 40 games. So this is a really good player that a Premier League team can still possess. Then there's Schalp, 32 years old. Reguilon, former loanee at Manchester United, currently at Tottenham. He's also a free agent. He's only 28. In the middle of the pack, we have Idrissa Gana Gueye of Everton, 35 years old. This guy can pass for a 24-year-old because, man, he's kept his body really well. Then there's Luongo at 32. Then there's the great Thomas Partey, the Partey after Partey guy. Thomas Partey is also leaving Arsenal as a free agent, 31 years old, but his replacement has already been sourced. Then there's Doucouré. I've always loved Doucouré, He's a player that is very honest, gives a lot of output for any team or any game that he plays in. So yeah, that is also another 32-year-old whose contract is up and he's a free agent. Then there's the great old young Ashley Young, former of Aston Villa, Manchester United. He's currently at Everton, but he's leaving as a free agent, 39 years old. Just imagine, 39 years old, young. That is Ashley Young for you. Then there's the great number 10, Christian Ericksen. Played for Tottenham Hotspurs, went to Italy for Inter Milan, then came back to Brentford, then at Manchester United. Now he's living as a free agent. A very good player still. It doesn't matter how you look at it, Ericksen is still a class player. Now then there's Josh Da Silva, 26 years old. Then when you go to the top number 10, the top of the pitch. That is where we have some really serious candidates. And most of these guys are English players, you know. There's Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He's also a free agent. He's still very young, 28 years old, leaving Everton as a free agent. Then there's Vardy, 38 years old, young, because Vardy, seriously, this guy doesn't even look his age. He looks like a very young player, still very fit. Compare him to Rooney, my friend. I don't know what happened to our great Rooney. Then there's Wilson at 33 years old. Then Mikel Antonio, 35, still plays. Got an accident the other day, but I hear he's good, he's fit. And then there's Danny Ings. You know, these are good players. Now, I've decided to come up with my first 11 from this group of players who are free agents, and I can assure you this is a big team. This is a very strong squad that if you field them nicely and you make sure that they are ready and fit, these are a team that can beat any other team. I will stick with at goal with Fabianski, because Fabianski still provides some of the biggest saves in the league. You know, every time he's called upon to play, Fabianski just gives you the best. Then I will go for Kyle Walker-Peters as a right back, because Kyle Walker-Peters is still very young. He's fit, he's good, and he can bomb up and down. Victor Lindelof will feature in my first 11. Then I'll go for Ben Mee, you know. And then on the left back, I'll go for Michel. Then my number 6 will be Idrissa Gana Gueye, and then I'll partner him with Thomas Partey. On the right, I will put Mikel Antonio, because Antonio can play anywhere. And then Christian Ericksen will be just serenading them with passes left, right, and center, leaving William on the left to just run and bomb and trickery and all that, and every other pass will have to go to my good player Vardy as my number 9. So that is my formation if I was to pick from these players who are currently free agents. You know, in a system that is a 4-2-3-1. That is my system. Fabianski, Lindelof, me, Walker-Peters, Gueye, Michel, Partey, Antonio, Ericksen, Willian, and Ings. On the bench, I'll have Hennessy, I'll have Zuma, Keane, Young, still very young, Kufol, Josh Da Silva, Reguilon, Luongo, and Danny Ings. That will be my bench, a very strong bench. So these are players who are leaving the game. Not necessarily leaving the game. These are players who are free agents. Any club can jump at them and get some of these gems of the game. Age may be on the wrong side, but hey, as squad players, these are people who can give you the best. Now, let me ask you, if you had an opportunity to create your own team from these players who are out of contract, how will your team look like? Share in the comments, you know, give me a feedback, let me know. Now, at Kick On Sports, we don't ask so many times about your subscription, but hey, we need that subscription because it is important to us. So, get subscribing, give me a like, comment, and let's keep playing football, because everything else is kicking on Kick On Sports. This is Coach Charles.